I know the first thing some of you are going to go down to the comment section and say is that Liv Morgan and Bray Wyatt are on separate brands. See wrestling, you're mad, bro. This cannot work. WWE have killed off this theory. But have they? In this video, I am going to theorize and fantasy book how WWE could and probably have planted the seed to bring these two together after all. But before we get to that, I have to give you guys a massive thank you. All of the likes, all of the shares on the recent videos have just been insane, and I really do appreciate it. The channel's just hit 12,000 subscribers, which is just absolutely crazy. It's insane for me to even think 12,000 people have seen my videos. That's nuts. So massive thank you for that. If you are new to the channel, try get that even higher. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, like the video, share it across social media, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. I love reading your theories. Now at Crown Jewel, it has been announced, Falls Count Anywhere, Seth Rollins versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt for the Universal Championship. And so many people are confused by this because obviously Bray and the Fiend are on SmackDown. The Fiend is not a free agent. WWE have confirmed that. We've discussed this in the past. If you look on SmackDown's roster page, he is listed as the Fiend Bray Wyatt. So, quite simply, at Crown Jewel, why can't Bray Wyatt win the Universal Championship? If he does, that opens up a whole new door. I feel like WWE have rushed this. I think after Hell in a Cell and the reaction that got, WWE are kind of being forced to maybe put that title on Bray a little sooner than they planned to, just to keep fans happy. There is a war on after all. Now, literally 2 nights ago, we heard that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross had been drafted from Raw to SmackDown. No explanation. Raw got nobody. That makes no sense. Why wouldn't Raw get anyone? Why wouldn't Raw agree to anything? Unless there's a future long-term booking plan here that WWE can play out in a few weeks' time. Maybe Raw's just sat there quite happily saying, we'll see what happens. We'll see. And then, of course, Bray wins the Universal title and Raw demands Bray because he's champion. It makes sense. Fox would then get the Fiend. They get Bray, they get people watching because he's on the show at the start, which is when they want you watching. They want to get you hooked. They want to show you that SmackDown is a really good show. So he's a namesake. He's there. Watch SmackDown, he's going to be there. But then after the hype's died down, he goes back to Raw. Maybe that is the long-term plan. Maybe the plan is for Bray to be a Raw superstar. But just for the moment, the namesake is on SmackDown. But that doesn't solve the problem of how do we get Liv Morgan to be in any way entangled with Bray Wyatt, with the Firefly Fun House. Well, this week on Raw may have given us the key to that. Seth Rollins burnt down the Firefly Fun House. Of course, it was epic, it was different, but the puppets were inside. We know Bray Wyatt tweeted saying that we lost Ramblin' Rabbit in the fire. Again, poor Ramblin' Rabbit, rest in peace. My condolences to the Ramblin' family. But we did hear all 4 puppets talking while Seth was beating down on Bray. And Abby the Witch was the most vocal. And that's what I find most interesting. Although you did hear Mercy and Huskus and Ramblin' Rabbit, Abby was the one saying, "What have you done?" I like that. I really like that because, okay, she's talking to Bray. But, get this. We know the Fiend keeps the puppets and Bray safe in the funhouse. They said that multiple times. What if now we find out it's not the puppets and Bray being kept safe, but the WWE? The world is being kept safe because now the soul of Abby the Witch could be put into Liv Morgan. Now you might be thinking, that's just stupid. She's a witch! Get it? She could easily cast some kind of supernatural spell to make her soul go into Liv Morgan. And some of you will sit there now and think, well, that's really stupid. Hello? We're talking about a Firefly Fun House with puppets on WWE, and you've clicked on this video, so you must be enjoying it. Thumbs up. I know, I like trolling trolls. But anyway, Liv Morgan then tweeted out, literally minutes after the Funhouse fire, "Holy water cannot help you now. 1,000 armies couldn't keep me out. I don't want your money. I don't want your crown. See, I've come to burn your kingdom down." Which is a bit ironic because we just seen the Firefly Funhouse go up in flames. Holy water wouldn't save it because it's a demon. It's a devil. The Fiend is a devil. Fiend means devil. 1,000 armies couldn't keep me out. The armies of hell. Maybe the soul of Abby the Witch has escaped hell and is now coming back. I don't want your money. I don't want your crown jewel. See, I've come to burn your kingdom down. Is she talking about Seth Rollins' kingdom? That would make a lot of sense. Now, don't forget as well, Liv Morgan was drafted to Raw. And I think a lot of people have not really thought about this. She got drafted. So many WWE female superstars did not get drafted. And I know a few of them are not active. A lot of them are injured, things like that. But Liv Morgan's not active either. Surely if you was sitting there making up a draft board, Ember Moon, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Naomi, the Iconics, Nia Jax would be a huge, huge draft pick. But out of all those people, Liv Morgan was chosen. Yes, the very last draft pick for Monday Night Raw. But she still got drafted. That to me says that WWE has future plans for the Liv Morgan character that are important enough to remind you on TV that Liv Morgan is here. Hello, something's happening. Maybe we should pay a bit of attention to the Liv Morgan character. And all we know right now is that she's on Twitter. But guys, that is the end of this video. But there's going to be a bonus video coming up right now. Now, I was working on this video earlier on today, but I decided to put it at the end of this video because it makes sense to do so. People ask me all the time on Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, why I want Liv Morgan to be Abby the Witch so much. And it's not just the fact, oh, it might be hints of it. It's something I genuinely do want to see. Now, the reason being is if you look at a character from Impact Wrestling, this is Rosemary. Some of you may or may not know her. You can see from her character immediately, you can see from the look of the character anyway, that she is like a Fiend-style character. There is nobody like this in WWE, and although I do agree with the people that say I'd prefer Rosemary to play Abby the Witch, I completely get that and I agree with you. She's signed to Impact Wrestling. She doesn't work for the WWE. It's unlikely to happen. When you look at other female superstars on the WWE roster, they are the most talented, athletic female competitors WWE have ever had. But they're so samey, boring. It takes a personality change and something drastic to happen to make them interesting. Becky Lynch becoming the man because she's badass. Bayley turns into a heel. Charlotte the Queen. But what's Liv Morgan do? So why not turn Liv Morgan into that Rosemary-style character and have her be by the Fiend's side? Yes, okay, she's not going to be the same level as Bray Wyatt. But it adds something different. And of course, it also means you can get all this supernatural goings on without the Fiend being used because Liv Morgan could be used. Liv Morgan might wrestle on Raw while the Fiend never does. It could make sense. And of course, it does open the door to a dream match which a lot of people will speculate to happen if this happens. Liv Morgan and The Fiend versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I think this could be a really good match, a really good story, especially with the belts, especially with maybe The Fiend and Liv Morgan kidnapping Becky, making Seth go even more crazy. I like that idea. And I genuinely think to stand out in the WWE now, you do have to do something drastic. As I mentioned, Becky Lynch becomes the man. Bayley becomes a heel. You got Sasha Banks dyeing her hair and turning heel, taking so many months off to refresh. Liv Morgan, if she returns right now, she's still smaller than Charlotte. She's still blonde. What's it change? And that's the thoughts of a lot of wrestling fans, and it's a shame because she's so talented. But give her this new character, and hopefully she can become $1 million overnight. So guys, I wanted to add that to the end of this video just because it is a little short clip, just giving you my personal thoughts. I'd love to know what you think. Let me know if you do have any thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, follow me over on Twitter at CWrestlingUK. Like the video. Of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And you know I will, as always, see you next time. Peace!